Yo everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having a fantastic kick butt day today so far. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Might have been a little bit cringy, but guys, we'll roll with it. Today, we are going to be hopping into some more update information. If you guys haven't known, there's a lot of very cryptic stuff happening in the Brawl Stars hemisphere right now, revolving around update sneak peeks. So there's more information that we can bring to you today. So I'm going to be doing that initially, and then we're going to be transitioning into some really awesome concepts that I hope are implemented in this next update coming around the corner. Hopefully you guys are pumped up for today's video. Let's hop straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so before we hop into the meat and potatoes of today's video, let's go for a little recap so we're all on the same page moving forward. So as you all know, there was a bunch of cryptic messages sent out to a handful of Brazilian Brawl Stars YouTubers, all containing somewhat of the same theme. We're talking 1950s, 1960s era, so the happy days era. So we're talking about hairspray, hair gel, dance bars, jukeboxes, neon, all the 9 yards. Really cool stuff. Now, a lot of people are drawing speculation from individual messages such as social changes to clubs, making it a little bit more advanced so we can have a little bit more communication in a very team-based oriented game. But I feel like there isn't much given to us. It's just one big collective of a theme. So like the 1950s, like we said before, or 60s, the cool neon lights and things along those lines. Other than that, initially, we didn't get a whole lot of information pertaining to an update when a Brawl Talk is coming and things along those lines. But now we have a few hints and leads that we can kind of go off on, getting a little bit more deeper into all the cryptic stuff. So guys, let's hop into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so for the very first image, I'm sure you've seen this one already. It's by Frank, a tweet over on Twitter. I highly recommend you go follow Frank. He always gives a lot of like hinty stuff, a lot of great information pertaining to Brawl Stars, as well as like sneak peek stuff like this. He likes to fuel the flames of speculation, which is really fun. But as you can see, the newest community manager is getting dolled up for what seems to be like a video shoot. So in my opinion, I think it's Brawl Talk. Now with Brawl Talks, as well as take a look at Supercell as a company in general, I'm assuming they don't film the Brawl Talk and release it on the same exact date. It doesn't really make sense. I'm sure they have it pre-recorded, then they throw it through post-production, make it look really nice, and sit on it and wait to post it on a specific date that they have marked on the calendar that makes the most sense to release it to the public. So my sneaking suspicion is that they already filmed the Brawl Talk, and at this point, they got our community manager all dolled up for the Brawl Talk, and they're now kind of working on it for post-production, making it look really nice to be released at a specific point in time. Or they have it done already. You never know. There's a lot of people working at Supercell to get these things done. But another thing that's kind of fueling that suspicion of mine is, as you can see, there are 26 videos in the Brawl Stars catalog, but there's only 25 showing. So a lot of people are talking about this, and it also happened around the time when the whole We Need to Talk era or arc was happening inside of Brawl Stars. There are a lot of videos put on unlisted waiting to be released. So a lot of people are waiting for that inevitable video to come out to say Brawl Stars is being killed, but it wasn't. It was just all a big joke. But it's the same thing at this point as well. There are only 25 visible videos, and there's one waiting in the midst. So a lot of people are thinking that it's the Brawl Talk waiting to be released to us in unlisted on their YouTube. Also, another thing that I did want to bring up in today's video before we get into the awesome content that I hope comes to Brawl Stars is something that Kairos Time brought up in his video, being the Simon and Carfunkel whole debacle. So as you can see in the picture that Frank is holding up the record, it's Simon and Carfunkel, and the whole theory is that Simon is like Brock's relative or family member, and then Carfunkel on the right. So Simon could possibly be a new brawler. That'd be cool. That'd be something awesome to kind of hint in there. I think it's a stretch. I really don't think we're going to be getting brawler in this big update, if you ask me personally. I think a lot of stuff is going to be changing Brawl Stars, the general game itself. So like theme changes, or maybe like putting in something that makes the gameplay experience a little bit better. I really don't think we need new brawlers, but I mean, if this was something hinting at a new brawler, I would be on board. That is such a cool way to tease a new brawler. Simon, I hope you're real. I want to see you in game. So yeah, guys, that's about it for the current news that's going around throughout the Brawl Stars community pertaining to the update information, update sneak peeks, or Brawl Talks coming around the corner. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below when you think the next Brawl Talk is going to be coming. I'm hoping within the next week. We'll have to see on that front. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys. I'm going to be covering this stuff pretty dang in depth. I love this stuff when it comes to trying to put puzzle pieces together, sift through cryptic information. It's so much fun. I love it. So I'm going to be following all the information, as well as when we actually do get some information to give to you guys pertaining to like dev build, pre-releases. I'll be on that Wickety split, so make sure to subscribe. That'd be awesome. So guys, let's go on to the remainder of the video, going through some really awesome concepts. Here we go. So to start things off with the wicked awesome concepts, I wanted to start off with these ones, more along the lines of the theme of what's coming inside of Brawl Stars. Maybe, possibly a new theme change, disco stuff. But as you can see, this bounty map has been turned totally into like a neon festival. I freaking love this. This is so freaking cool. I love the art and the concept coming out of this. So Chief P.E.K.K.A, amazing job. Wouldn't that be cool to play in? Maybe a little bit more like critiqued to make it a little bit more crisp, like the way that Brawl Stars has it. But super, super cool idea. And the other one that's kind of neon-esque is Jukebox Rico. Oh baby, guys, I bet once people saw like the neon stuff coming out, this concept rolled through their heads immediately. It just makes sense, guys. When it comes to Rico having like the gems or the bouncy balls in his stomach or like the popcorn, it just makes sense to have a jukebox right there, right? So such a cool concept by my man Sam383. Freaking love it. So moving on to more of a serious concept that I would love to see implemented inside of Brawl Stars, and it is this by Spicy Rico. As you can see, it's basically a more in-depth version of what you see at the end of your home screen, your specific stats, what you accomplished in the game. So your kills, your deaths. If you're playing a gem grab, such as this outro screen, you see the amount of gems that you carried, how many gems you lost. I freaking love that. Right now, inside the game, you have star power, which is determined by damage alone. So if you're a high DPS brawler, like if you're a Pam playing a game, you're probably more than likely going to get star player. Or Colt, if you're whipping out a bunch of damage, you're probably going to get star player. But I would love to see the nitty gritty. I want to see how many kills I got. I want to see how many dies. What's my KD? Kind of like in games like Call of Duty, when you have a super high kill death ratio, like a 2.4, you can flex on it in front of your friends. Hey, check out my 2.4 KD. I would love to have that in Brawl Stars. What's your kill death ratio in Brawl Stars to kind of show off to your friends? That would be so sick. I would love this being implemented into the game. Spicy Rico, fantastic concept. The next one, moving on to another one by Spicy Rico. This guy's got a lot of good ideas, but as you can see, it is a concept revolving around like challenges, kind of similar to Clash Royale. So I'll read it out to you guys. Play these special game modes to get cool rewards. Watch out, once you lose 3 times, you are out. So almost identical to Clash Royale, but I find this super, super cool. It doesn't have to be specifically this, but just something other than your monotonous trophy pushing. You've heard from a lot of different content creators or just people in the Brawl Stars community that once you hit a certain point inside of Brawl Stars and you feel like you kind of accomplished everything, you got the brawlers, maybe you're missing a few, but you are kind of content with the trophy amount that you're at. There's no real like external motivation to keep pushing it inside the game, except your own determination, maybe trying to hit a new milestone. So having something like this to mix it up, like we see in Clash Royale, where you can get specific rewards, maybe to progress your account even further, or specific like skins that you can receive once you get those 10 wins, that would be so freaking awesome. I would love this so much. I think this is something that should be added inside the game, as well as maybe at the end of it, having a new Brawl Box, which is going to be transitioning us into our next concept that I really, really want. So guys, the next concept is a brand new Brawl Box coming to the game by my boy Chrono Pierce. And I probably said that wrong, but the Giga Box. Guys, I'm a gemmer at heart, so this is speaking to me. Oh, baby, I love this thing. So basically, it is 40 times the regular Brawl Box, so 4 Mega Brawl Boxes. And basically, in this description, he talks about it being implemented into the Trophy Road. And I am totally on board for that. Or the implementation into like a challenge, like you guys saw in the previous concept. I would really, really enjoy that. So something a little bit more motivating to push on the Trophy Road. I've talked about this several times, but I feel like the end game on the Trophy Road, when you go to like 13,000 or like 12,000, even like 10,000 and above, just doesn't feel super rewarding, because once you get to that point, you're almost maxed out with all your brawlers, or you're getting closer, where it comes to the point where it doesn't really make sense to get a Mega Brawl Box at 14,000 trophies, because you probably don't need it. So something crazy like this, maybe would have like a new skin inside it, or just something a little bit cooler, you know, that it would force you to want to get to that point. Or maybe have this sprinkled in, maybe one at like 8,000 trophies where it would make sense to have it. But Giga Box, please, I love this. And the next one is by Endorvine, and I really, really like this concept a lot. So basically, it's a remodel to the end screen. Once you finish a game with randoms, being able to queue up again. And I kind of want to piggyback off this, being that I would love to see something changed inside the end screen where it would allow you to switch the brawler that you're playing with. As you can see in this circumstance, Colt and Leon want to play again, but Pam backed out. And that's a really, really good team comp there when you're talking about like a gem grab team comp. Maybe switch out the Colt, not super good in gem grab. But it would be cool once the Pam leaves, being able to be like, oh, we need a gem carrier, and we can't really depend on the new random coming in to be that gem carrier. So maybe Colt would switch to being Pam. As well as I would love to see some like communication. I see this eye icon at the bottom left. Maybe they had that in mind when they were creating this, but being able to be like, I want to play with you again, or go this brawler. I think that'd be really, really awesome. Just having a chat within that game room would be awesome. I love this concept. I would love to see this implemented inside the game for sure. Moving on to the next one, and I love this one as well. All the ones in this video are stuff that I really, really like. So the next one is by Archie, and basically it just makes it a little bit more clear. So when you're hopping into a game, you guys know you get that outline, you get to see every single brawler that you're going up against, but it would be cool to have a little bit more information, such as a gold outline telling you that you have your brawler maxed out. So if you see that gold outline, it'd be like, okay, that brawler has their star power. Maybe I have to play against her in a little bit of a different way. Say you're jumping into this map, Snake Prairie, and you're going up against a Max Rosie. She's got that gold outline. You'd be like, I need to stay away from that brawler just a little bit. So I think that's a cool small change that I don't think would be super hard to implement. That would just give you a little bit more information, kind of those quality of life changes that I think would be really, really nice. And the final big one that I wanted to bring up with all you guys, and then we'll get into some smaller like quality of life changes as well, is this one by Chief Jack. And I love this one a lot. As you guys know, the daily rewards are a little bit lackluster, getting like 2 tickets sometimes, or maybe like 13 coins. I don't know, it just feels a little bit underwhelming, but it'd be really cool to have this. So it's the daily box bringing it back. However, it's nerfed just a little bit. As you guys know, progression in Brawl Stars is very, very fast compared to Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. So you gotta kind of dumb it down a little bit, which is why I believe they took it out of the game. But having this instead of the Brawl Box would be perfect. So basically what it is you open up the Brawl Box, but you only get to pick one of the rewards. So say you need coins, you grab those coins. Say you need power points on that bow, you grab the bow. And you know what? In this situation, you would most definitely grab the gems, because the gems, there's 8 of them. Holy man. But having that ability to select what you need, I feel like is a really, really cool concept. I feel like we don't really have that much inside of Brawl Stars, like a direction of you controlling the progression of your account. Like if you really like Colt, it'd be cool to have the ability to max out Colt before the other brawlers, because you really, really like that brawler, like maining one specific brawler, which was in the past, when it came to like the pins, badges, and medals, if you guys were playing around that time, it was in beta. You had a little bit more control over who you wanted to max out, which was really, really cool. But I understand why they switched it. It just makes sense to have a overall progression, making it feel better that way. But having a little bit more control like this just makes sense, and I like it a lot. Next, like I said before, let's move on to some of the smaller ones that I really, really enjoy. So the first one is this one, a name color change that is a little bit more specific. You have a little bit more options. So it's by Yoski, and I said that wrong probably again, but I like this a lot. Of course, I like purple, your boy Ray. Purple is just my thing, so they had that in the game, but maybe you know what? You want this specific teal color that you really, really like, or maybe like a darker green. You can control that. I think that's really cool. I feel like individuality in games like this is pretty dang awesome, which is why you see like names, really, really weird names in the game, just to have, like stand out a little bit, have some individuality. So I like this. I don't know how hard it'd be to implement into the game, but hey, I'm all for this one as well. Then the next one that I want to bring up with all you guys is this, a new obstacle in the game. As you guys know, we just recently got spring traps, but how would you guys like having bridges over water? That would be so cool. And as you can see in the picture, one sec, it is by Fabo? Hopefully I said that right. Sorry, gotta give credit for the amazing concept. But how would you like playing on this game? You start walking across a bridge, or maybe an opponent is walking across a bridge. You blow up that bridge, they fall in the water and die. That is so cool. Just another mechanic inside the game that you have to kind of think about, make the game a little bit more complex. I love this one. So, so cool. And the final one is by your boy Healds. And I like this one a lot. It's not super, super important, but it's just kind of one of those making the game cooler, making the game feel a little bit better. But as you can see, it's just reskinning of the attack button as well as the super button on the specific brawler that you're playing. So Shelli has shotgun shells for her basic attack, and then her super button is that big blast. So each of them are completely different. So I really like this one as well. It's not super important, it's just kind of reskinning it and just making it look a bit nicer. But guys, those are all the concepts that I wanted to share with you guys today. They're super cool. And this one, oh baby, please, if I could end on one, it would be this one, the Giga Box. Please. You guys know your boy Ray's a dirty gemmer. I need to fuel my gemming needs with a new Brawl Box. Opening up Mega Brawl Boxes just isn't cutting it anymore. I need this sucker. 250 gems. Please, I'll open up 5 of these suckers for a video. That'd be so awesome. As well as I really do like the concept. Maybe it just wouldn't be in the shop. You can get it from the challenges as well as the trophy road. Super cool. But Giga Box, please. Please. But guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Those are all the concepts that I want to share with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Which one do you like the best? What one would you like to be implemented tomorrow? If you could only pick one, which one would it be? So guys, that's about it. That's the update information, the sneak peek news pertaining all this crazy stuff when it comes to the cryptic stuff around the corner. We're pretty much caught up on that as well as the concepts. So guys, hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Also consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Being a part of the Ray fam, I would truly appreciate that. So guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.